There'll be a noise. It's from a hologram science toy. It's not a real hologram. Apparently they don't exist. Although I do have a marketing and promotions thing that says it's a holograph. There's the noise. You get photographs, and dark ones are better apparently, and well, I don't know actually. You've got to attach it to a wooden board, and that's where I realised I needed help. So, let's see. It's an eclipse. I don't know, it's been a long time since I played with it. I mean, sometimes you can make it do that, you know, that thing. But, sorry, Eva. Right, well, this is from Mum's collection. And it's a barn owl in English language, Roman alphabet. But in the Roman alphabet and language, Latin, it's Tyto Alba. H-Alba is the name for Scotland, which sounds to me where they got Albion from. So we were at 606th century. Well, that's, and we were 6,000 years ago. Well, the stones at Carrickness are 9,000, about, well, a lot older than Stonehenge. So, and in the 13th century, a church was built, which its wall still exists. I don't know. My brain's telling me St. Barnabas, but I don't remember. And then actually the cathedral needs £40,000 or it's going to close, so it's saying. And at some point after the 13th century, well, we have to have the 13th century because I play a poet, because I'm a poet from the 13th century. See Bob Dylan. So it's between the 13th century and I think that Burke, the Poncey Baron that came, presumably Norman, and paid the money for the castle, which is the hotel now, and the church, the cathedral. And then he said he slayed a dragon. I always say the local people, when you keep paying the money, he brought money. He might have been a minor royal and he might have been a complete arsehole. However, he did bring money and presumably investment and jobs. Or was it a fiefdom? Adele. A-D-E, the symbol for space or rest, and E. Oh, I wonder if you've got any sound. Well, I don't know how I would have truly felt. Yes, I first came across no sound on the one before dinner, and I was like, well, there's always the other one, as well as there's a mandala, and I said to myself, I wonder why I've gone a bit Rick Wakeman. Rick Wakeman in the mid-70s. At one point, he was performing at some place, and they shuffled on Salvador, I might say the Dalai Lama, Salvador Dali. He's half dead by then. Ah, well. You see, Dali started to make money. So, they say they just got him to sign canvases and pretty much kept him, well, they say they kept him locked at home. I've been to some, it's a museum now, and the truth is, it was probably, he probably didn't want to leave anyway. Well, I don't care what people say about his wife. I rather thought she was interesting. It is my favourite Dali painting. He uses mirrors. Well, everyone uses mirrors. So he's it's a painter of him painting his. Oh no, there's a painting of him painting his wife with a mirror, so you can see him. No, the one of his is his wife. Marla? That's not quite right. Her hand's out, and you can see the broken paint nail varnish on her hands, and one of her breasts is showing, and she's wearing sort of khaki. It's like she's with a wren in the war, and it's amazing. It used to just be in the basement when I first went there, but then the Figueres was like the Wild West. In the morning and afternoon, German and British backpackers came from the Costa Brava, but not at the same time, obviously. I spent the whole day there, so I saw them all. And they treated the place like excreta. Stephen and I went back after we went to Barcelona for his 30th birthday about 7 or 8 years ago. And we went to Sagrada Familia, because that's what we wanted to do, and I was very happy to do. So we had a flat, had a balcony that we could see. It was in January, his birthday's the 13th of January, so it was like £20 for the flat. And then we went to Figueres, by which point it was completely beautiful. It was skin, because it spent a lot of money in the credit boom, and then no money since 2008 or 9. But they built really well with the money that they borrowed, and it was a beautiful place. A really nice place to be. There was no tumbleweed like before. And then we went back to Barcelona and stayed in a beautiful apartment with lots of friends in the path of the university at Dornach. So, well, that happens to most people that do yoga asana.